We were sent to this concentration camp of Stutthof, which had its own gas chamber and crematorium. You know, the entry gate in Auschwitz is notorious because it had that ironic symbol above it. This one didn't have a symbol above it, but it was known by the inmates as the Gate of Death during the war, because it became realistic that once you walked through that gate, you were under a sentence of death. Practically no one left Stutthof alive. Once you were in that camp, one way or another, your life was doomed. So my mother, my younger brother, and I each were inspected as to our potential of slave laboring. I was then just past my 13th birthday. When the SS man looked at me, he decided, apparently, that I was fit for slave labor and pointed me in the direction of those surviving. My little brother, aged 9, did not, so he lost his life. He was murdered. Anyone who didn't have the strength to march at the speed set by the guards and began trailing behind was shot mercilessly by one of the guards. I somehow convinced myself that I'm a narrator who is telling a story that happened to some person in the Holocaust, and I know all the details and I'm passing them on. It is imperative that such an atrocity should never ever happen again. There's a wise saying that all it takes for evil to triumph is for good people to remain silent. And that is what I'm trying to avoid. That when people understand what resulted, the Holocaust didn't happen overnight. It was ongoing indoctrination, instilling hatred into people, which led to it. I'm only a drop in the ocean. But I've made up my mind that as long as God gives me the strength, physical and mental, to continue doing it, I have committed myself to keep on doing it.